welcome back to another episode of this Birmingham City save. We will be ending the season in this episode. We're going to start off by playing the game against Sunderland. We're then going to sim the games against Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday. And then we'll have a look at the table. If we've got that automatic promotion spot, we'll just sim the rest of the season then. If we have to play Ipswich to secure the automatic promotion spot, we'll play that game. And then, like I said, we'll sim the remaining games of the season and get to that summer transfer window where I've added a few more players or potential signings to the shortlist. We're definitely going to need a CDM. So I think I've already told you about maybe loaning in Gray. Lavia is too higher rated because this is a realistic Birmingham City save and we have rules. And we can't buy or loan a player that's higher rated than our highest rated player, which is currently 77 rated in Stansfield. So I've added a couple more CDMs that are that have Premier League experience in Phillips, Christie, and Skip. But as you can see there, Skip is 80 rated, so we couldn't go in for him yet. So I am leaning towards maybe bringing in Phillips and Christie. They're not too expensive. Again, this all depends on how much we have as a transfer budget to how much profit we make this season. I've got Ndidi there as well. I think probably a bit too expensive because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need the 2 CDMs because I am looking to potentially getting rid of Pike. I think I'm going to keep Iwata and get rid of Pike. Yeah. Iwata there, 75 rated. I think I will probably loan out Chang. I'm going to loan out Davis. We're going to keep Perkins as he's a 69 rated CDM from our youth academy. Hansen, I've had an approach from Everton, so he's going to be leaving the club. I think it's for like 2.2 million, so it's a decent amount of money for us. Pike there, I reckon Leonard probably will end up being sold as well. He's not happy. We're not really using him, so if we sell him and Pike, potentially bring in Calvin Phillips and Christie as well. I was looking into selling Williamson. I'm not going to be doing that now. I'm going to keep Williamson and Hall and just rotate them the best I can. I'm looking forward to getting Reed back off loan. As you can see there, 71 rated. Left-footed, playing on that right-hand side. So I'm looking forward to getting him back from loan. The same as Barrett maybe as well. I'm thinking of maybe keeping them two as one or two of my 4 homegrown players. Jones will probably end up going out on loan wherever he is. Where is Jones? Further down, is he there? 65 rated Jones came into the starting lineup with a bang. Played really well in League One for us. Not really played that well in the Championship, only scoring the 1 goal for us this season. So I'm thinking of sending him out on loan and maybe using Reed and Barrett more. Alfie May, I'm pretty sure he's going to have to be sold. He's not quite Premier League quality. So maybe getting a striker in, potentially. Again, it all depends on the money situation. I am thinking of keeping Dykes, though, as a backup. He does have that Premier League experience from his time in the Premier League with QPR, I think it was. So I'm definitely thinking about keeping him. Roberts probably end up being sold, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to need a right back as well. We're definitely going to need a right back. And I'm thinking of using my youth academy right back for next season in the Premier League, hopefully, in Elliot Harvey. 16 years old, 61 rated, but he'll be coming on virtually almost every game for Laird, so hopefully we'll be able to get that rating up pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm going to try my best to save some money for January in case we need to bring in a right back if Harvey isn't quite good enough. But it's Sunderland first up for us. I have made a couple of changes. I've tweaked the tactics a little bit so that Poku is, rather than a wide playmaker, he's going to be an inside forward to try and get him into the box and scoring some more goals. I've brought in Bilic to captain the side as well ahead of Newman. That's going to be a permanent change because Newman hasn't really been playing that as well as I'd hoped, unfortunately. I think the centre-back positions, I don't think we need to strengthen. I think I'm pretty set with my centre-backs, and the same as at left-back with Cochrane and Buchanan. It's just we do need a left-back to replace Laird because Laird does bomb up and down that right-hand side quite a lot. So he does run out of energy pretty quick. But there's no changes. I am going to make a change, actually. Williamson's going to come in for Hall to this starting lineup. Other than that, no other changes to that starting lineup. Let's go into this first game against Sunderland.
For commentary, and we have championship action on the way. It's Sunderland, and they face Birmingham City.
Thanks, Guy. Well, being in and around the ground before kick-off, the fans are buzzing. They can't wait for this game, so hopefully it's a fast-paced, entertaining match.
Poku! That should have been his goal. Definitely, that little tweak in the tactic definitely got him playing a little bit better. He should definitely get some more goals now.
Yeah, it looks like a...
Time to cross over to Alex with details of a goal at Kenilworth Road.
It's a goal for Norwich City. They're back level. It's 1-1 with 26 minutes played.
Fantastic, Alex. Thank you. There's good width to this attack now. To take the lead. And the substitute...
Stansfield! Other than that first shot in the first couple of minutes, it's been all Sunderland. Keeping the ball extreme. It's going to be one of them frustrating games where Sunderland keep the ball, passing it around the back, not really going anywhere. We're just going to have to try and work our socks off, try and nick the ball and counter-attack at pace, and we will get our reward. Laird, fantastic, just cutting that back to Stansfield. Hit it on a oneer. Not a lot of power on it. Didn't need a lot of power on it. Goalkeeper's nowhere near it. We're beating Sunderland 1-0.
To make sure that they're going to keep it tight at the back.
Just been told of a goal elsewhere, so let's cross to Alex for news about it.
Yeah, another goal for Brentford. After a well-worked move, he got himself on the end of a cross with a beautiful header.
What an absolute boring first half. All because of Sunderland playing the way they do.
Thanks, Alex.
Poku. Through for Stansfield. Took a touch. There's the second. It's Sunderland's fault. Why they're playing like this. It's so boring. Passing it around side to side, running backwards constantly. I will get Hall on eventually for Williamson because I just need that pace in the number 10 just to try and close people down, as Williamson doesn't quite have the pace that I'd like in games like this, really, where it's just possession-based football from Sunderland. We've managed to nick it, though, get it on the counter, and we've got our second goal. And there it is, the half-time whistle. We will be going in at half-time leading 2-0. Well, this has been one of the most boring second halves I think I've ever played. This is basically what it's been the whole half. The ball hasn't been out of play. Nothing's happened. They're finally going on the attack here. No, we're going backwards again. You're 2-0 down, Sunderland. I need to make subs. Stansfield trying to close his man down. Back to the goalkeeper, all the way up. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Why is this even in the game? I'm just chasing shadows. It's boring.
Not a lot of time for
Go
it.
on, Stansfield. Look at that. Oh, they're finally trying to take someone on.
Getting close enough here.
No, we're going backwards again. No, we've gone all the way back. That is terrible. Why is that even in the game?
Back with the visitors.
Yeah, it was a positive performance.
I'm glad we got the win, but that was absolutely boring. So boring.
It's a good result.
Couldn't even make changes. Ball didn't even go out play.
Well, he has put in a truly magnificent
So bad. I think we
performance
only had
today.
2 shots and we got 2 goals. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, what a performance.
We've beaten
He was
Sunderland
the standout.
2-0.
Everything he did.
And after that, a very boring 2-0 win, we now go and play Swansea and Sheffield Wednesday, which we're both going to sim. So we'll do that now. It should be a win against Swansea, shouldn't it? A 2-1 loss. Great. Sheffield Wednesday. A 1-1 draw. Great. So it looks like we will be playing this game against Ipswich. We will have a look at the league table though. We're not 10 points clear. We are 10 points clear with a game in hand. So Ipswich have continued to lose games as well, which is good news for us. 10 games. 10 points even, with 5 games to go. I reckon we'll play Ipswich, and then I'm pretty sure they won't. Well, yeah, when we beat them, they're not going to catch us. So we'll play this game against Ipswich, and then we'll sim the rest of the season, and then we'll start our season review. We've got a few updated role for Harvey, potentially our replacement right back for next season. So we'll apply that for him. Peacock Farrell wants some more game time. I might give it to him. We've got unread messages. Interest in Bamba. Parma are looking to loan Bamba. I am looking at Bamba as a potential backup striker for us. For Stansfield. We've sold Hansen. He's gone to Everton for 2.25 million. So he's gone. Davis is going to be going out on loan to Coventry. So that's good news for him. But it's Ipswich. Ipswich up next for us. It should be a 3 points. Hopefully they don't play a boring game like Sunderland just have. I'm not going to make any changes. We'll give Hall the run out ahead of Williamson. Williamson didn't do much wrong in that last game against Sunderland. It's just that he didn't quite have the pace to close people down like what Hall would have done. So I wish I didn't make that change in the last game, but it doesn't matter. Hall's coming back in. That's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go into this game against Ipswich.
And so, just having a look at the table, let's remind you that a win is all they need today to secure promotion ahead of time, Stuart.
Well, what a great opportunity for them today.
Oh, Stansfield! You just heard it there. A win is all we need to secure that automatic promotion. It seems like Ipswich are playing exactly the same as how Sunderland played in the last game. Just possession-based, trying to keep the ball as much as they can. Which is very annoying because I'm just chasing the game. Laird tried to get up. Can't get anything on it. Lay that off for right. Try and pick someone out. Hall with a very tame effort.
Townsend. Now conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. Pressing like that will help the cause. This looks promising. Stansfield. Fruitful looking attack.
Oh, just wanted to put that into an area for Hall, for a tap-in. Unfortunately, Ipswich are playing exactly the same as Sunderland in the last game. Very much possession-based football, not really going anywhere. Very, very frustrating. Come on, let's get this goal.
Trying to deliver it accurately.
Oh, bring it down. Pike! Oh, the ball managed to find its way through the crowd. The goalkeeper kept his eye on it, though, and made a decent save. Again, crowd the keeper, get it into an area. For someone to get your head on it, please. Someone in blue.
High quality defending.
This is so annoying. I just can't close... Oh, they're attacking.
Townsend.
Well in, lad.
He's won the ball.
Come on, let's get a goal before half-time.
Wright has it. Cochrane. Now, who can he play it to?
Oh, just wanted to cut that back to Stansfield. Come on, Wright. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Boring, boring first half. No real chances, really.
Well, it's not going their way at the moment.
If Wright could have cut that back a little bit quicker to Stansfield, we would have had a chance to get the first goal of the game. But unfortunately, the cutback didn't come off, and we're going in at half-time level. 0-0.
Unlucky there.
And into the last 30 minutes now. Can he give them the lead?
Of course he can give us the lead. It's Stansfield, finally, giving us the first goal of the game. Finally. So frustrating.
I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the
Finally,
right place
Ipswich
and
got
in the
get
decent
themselves
place.
up the
That's a
pitch.
good goal.
We've managed to counter-attack. Let's go.
Well, it's a big moment
Let's
for
get
him.
that automatic promotion spot. We're winning 1-0.
And a tidy challenge.
Go on, Poku. Fantastic.
And he could really get at the opposition. Could be.
Oh my God, Iwata. He scored some screamers for us this season.
Gotta hit the target there.
And he's just completely missed the target.
And a double.
Probably the easiest goal he could have scored. We're going to make a couple of changes as well now. Ah, terrible, terrible, terrible. Williamson's going to come on. We'll get Newman and Ramsey on as well. Leonard can come on for Iwata after that terrible miss. Absolutely terrible. Other than that, no other changes. We are beating... We're still beating Ipswich 1-0. Should be 2. Well, as long as the Ipswich don't score in the next couple of minutes, that automatic promotion spot is ours. And it doesn't look like Ipswich will be scoring anytime soon because they're just keeping the ball at the back in their own half, passing around the back, annoying the hell out of me. But we're back in the Premier League. Let's go. Stansfield, of course, the man to score the goal to put us back into the Premier League. It's been a long time since Birmingham City have been in the Premier League. A long time. Let's go. Let's keep pushing. Fantastic result. It's been a fantastic season. Stansfield, the record breaker, scoring... I don't know, is that 50 goals now this season? I have no idea. And we're not even at the end of the season yet. Automatic promotion. We've beaten Ipswich 1-0. And after gaining automatic promotion, after beating Ipswich 1-0, I have simmed the rest of the season. We lost to Norwich 2-1. We then drew with Preston 2-2. We drew with Coventry 1-1, but then we ended the season with a win after beating Middlesbrough 2-1. It was Brentford that won the league. by 8 points. So well done to them. They were definitely a decent side. Very hard to beat. As you can see there, we finished second, gaining that automatic promotion spot. Luton in third, Ipswich in fourth, Swansea in fifth, and Sheffield United in sixth. So Everton will be spending another season in the Championship. Not good for them. We'll have a quick look at the goal scorers. If I can find it. Stansfield with 55 goals in the Championship. Absolutely smashed that record set by Mitrovic a couple of seasons ago. Jimenez for Brentford bagging himself 27 goals. And Burmo 21 goals. Adebayo 15 for Luton. That's decent for him. Carlton Morris getting 14. Very, very good. We'll have a look at the assists. Poku with 14 assists. Wright with 12. Assisting Stansfield on a regular basis. Them two. Fair play to them. What about Stansfield himself got 11 assists. With Hall with 11 assists. Williamson with 10. Clean sheets has to be Beadle. I am thinking I'm going to get Beadle on loan again. For the start. Well, for life back in the Premiership. But I'm going to try and add a buy option for me to buy him at the end of the season, hopefully. Because he is a decent goalkeeper. But yeah, Beadle takes the Golden Glove home for him. I don't think we had any red cards. Probably didn't have too many yellow cards either. I want to have a look, actually. How many goals Stansfield scored in all competitions. 61 goals for Stansfield in all competitions. 61 goals in 49 games. 12 assists. What a man. What an absolute man. Fair play to him. Williamson with 7 goals in all competitions. Poku with 6. Iwata with 5. Wright with 5. Hall with 5. Randall had a good season out on loan at Coventry, bagging himself 4 goals in 12 appearances. That is very decent. Pike got himself 3 goals in 50 appearances. Jesus. Laird with 1. Dykes got himself 2, but only had made 4 appearances, unfortunately. But that's only because Stansfield was on fire. Transfer budget for next season. We'll just have a look at the profit for now. £119 million profit. We'll work that out. I said so top 4 would get us 40% of the profits, but I'm thinking because we got automatic promotion, I'm going to give myself an extra 5, so we'll have 45% of those profits as a transfer budget next season. So that's a good chunk of money where we can potentially make this team a whole lot better than what it has been. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure, well, Hansen's going to be leaving. I'm going to try my best to keep Williamson and Hall. Definitely going to need 1 or 2 CDMs, so that's kind of like a priority for us. Probably because of how much profit we got, I could go and buy a new right back rather than having to rely on my youth academy player. So I think I'm going to do that. Other than that, I mean, if we've got enough, we'll try and get a replacement striker. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I did want to try and keep some of the money behind for January in case we need to improve the squad in January. Maybe because of how much money we've got, we could just go and buy Beadle now instead of trying to loan him in. Probably be the better option. But we'll have a look at the other leagues to see where they all finished. We'll be starting off with the Premier League. Who won the Premier League? Manchester City, Spurs. 10 points behind Manchester City in second, Chelsea in third, Manchester United getting Champions League football in 4th. Liverpool in 5th. Arsenal down in 9th. That is not a good season for them. Who got relegated? Southampton, Burnley and West Brom. So maybe with Burnley being relegated, do we go in for Hannibal to be our cam? Maybe we loan out Hall to a Championship team and bring in Hannibal from Burnley to be our number 10. Something for me to think about. League One. Stoke City getting promoted back to the Championship with Bolton. Plymouth Argyle in 3rd. Charlton in 4th. Barnsley in 5th. And Blackpool in 6th. Wrexham just missing out in 8th there. Burton Albion down in 15th. Notts County getting relegated from League 1 to League 2 there as well. Who's getting promoted from League 2? Lincoln, Gillingham and Northampton. Cambridge United in 4th, looking to get back. Well, they're in the playoffs to try and get back into League 1. Harrogate in 5th. MK Dons in 6th. Barrows in 7th. Walsall down in 13th. Salford in 20th. Wow. Not good for them at all. Ligue 1. Monaco beating PSG to the Ligue 1 title with PSG in 2nd, 3 points behind. Toulouse in 4th, Toulouse in 3rd, Marseille in 4th, Lille in 5th. Lyon down in 8th. Well. The Bundesliga, where are you? Dortmund winning the Bundesliga. Wow, fair play to them. Leverkusen in 2nd, Bayern Munich in 3rd, RB Leipzig in 4th. Where are Frankfurt down in 8th? Not good for them. Serie A. AC Milan winning Serie A by 4 points with Juventus in 2nd, Inter Milan in 3rd, Napoli in 4th, Atalanta in 5th. Where are Parma? Down in 14th. Eredivisie. Feyenoord winning that with FC20 in 2nd, AZ in 3rd, Ajax in 4th, PSV in 5th. Well. The Scottish Premiership. Celtic, of course it's Celtic, winning that by a mile with Rangers in 2nd, Hibs in 3rd, Hearts in 4th, Aberdeen in 5th. La Liga. Real Madrid winning that by a mile as well with Barcelona in 2nd, Atletico Madrid in 3rd, Athletic Bilbao in 4th and Villarreal in 5th. Real Sociedad down in 12th. That's not good. And I think that is it. We'll have a look to see who won the Champions League as well. And the FA Cup and the League Cup, hopefully. FA Cup. Liverpool beating Aston Villa in the final of the FA Cup. Carabao Cup was Arsenal beating Leeds 2-0. Championship playoffs, have they been played? Ipswich getting promotion to the Premier League after beating Luton in the playoff final 2-1. Super Cup. Fabinanche beating Inter 4-3. What a game that would have been. Champions League, Bayern Munich beating Manchester City on penalties. Well. Europa League, Chelsea beating RB Leipzig 4-3. What a final that must have been. And Galatasaray beating Seville 2-1 to win the Europa Conference League. Well. And I think that's it. I've already gone over potential transfers. That's something I will have to figure out myself. Or maybe do we try and buy Rushworth maybe? Both Rushworth and Beadle are both at Brighton. So one of them goalkeepers we will go and try and buy, I think. I'm going to have to try and look for a right back to potentially buy. What level is Stansfield before we go anywhere, actually? 77 rated, so we couldn't go in for Gardner, unfortunately. A player I would have liked to go and buy. So Garner definitely not on the table. So I am leaning towards Kelvin Phillips and Ryan Christie to be our 2 new CDMs, I think. Probably have Phillips on the bench if he'll accept that contract as a rotation player. Because I'll probably start Iwata with Christie. Maybe. We couldn't go in for Skip. We couldn't even go in for Ndidi. A lot for me to think about. Maybe try and bring Gray in on loan. It's a shame we couldn't get Garner. Garner would have been fantastic in that CDM role, especially with Everton staying in the Championship as well. Or do we bring in Som ahead of Hannibal, maybe? I don't know. A lot for me to think about. We'll end the episode here anyway. If you've enjoyed this episode, please remember to hit that like button if you are new around here. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next episode.